This woman secretly withdraws her life savings. She's heading to a small city, ready to live like a queen. But on her first ever flight, the overweight man in front shoves his seat back, crushing her legs. She stays calm until he complains first. But this time, she fights back. She calls out the airline for shrinking seats to make more money. To her surprise, the other passengers cheer. Only the head attendant sneers, "If you're rich, go fly first class." So she does. Fine wine, perfect service. First class is a different world. After landing, the taxi line is endless. She spots an ad on the wall. Moments later, she's in a helicopter. She soars above a winter wonderland, finally seeing the world after a lifetime of work. 30 minutes later, she arrives at a 5-star hotel. From the sky, even the staff is stunned. She's not used to this much respect, but it feels good. The hotel is full of elites, oil tycoons, CEOs, even her own company's boss. Her room isn't ready, so the front desk offers an upgrade. Only the presidential suite is available. $4,000 a night, she smirks.
Did you see me play?
Everyone stares, trying to guess who she really is. She tips generously, just like the rich do. The staff is shaken but impressed. Looking out over the city, she whispers, "What world was I living in?" Her name is Georgia. In truth, she's just a cookware saleswoman, top seller, 10 years straight, but her salary never rose a cent. She clips coupons, shops only with discounts, and dreams through a scrapbook she calls the Book of Possibilities. Pages filled with bucket list items, fancy hotels, famous chefs, dream weddings. Then comes the shock. She's diagnosed with a rare disease. Only 3 weeks to live. Even worse, treatment costs $3 million and isn't covered by insurance. Tears in her eyes, wine in her hand, she flips through her book one last time. I should have tasted that, visited there. But instead of surgery, she quits her dead-end job, pulls her entire savings, and chooses to live. She hits a luxury boutique, tries on everything, and finds the perfect red dress and purse. That one outfit turns her whole life around. She books a dinner with her favorite celebrity chef, orders every dish, without a single complaint. Meanwhile, the rich guests at the next table nitpick nonstop. No sugar, no cream, no dairy, no fat. The chef grows irritated until he sees Georgia's order. He lights up. Finally, someone who appreciates his work. He cooks personally for her, then walks over just to chat. Everyone watches in awe. A chef like him? You can't buy his time. Her old boss is stunned, but don't know she's just a saleswoman in his company. But the others are convinced. She must be some hidden billionaire. Even a politician tries to get close, hoping to win her favor. The chairman sees it all and starts to wonder, is Georgia a spy from a rival company sent to sabotage his deals with the politicians? He orders his assistant to dig into her background. Next day, while Georgia enjoys a relaxing massage, the assistant shows up too. But when the masseuse presses too hard, she lashes out. Georgia steps in. She defends the worker, says the pain isn't punishment. It's a wake-up call to stop chasing married men. That stings. The assistant later confides in Georgia. She dropped out of college, had no skills, only her looks. Her boss promised to marry her someday. Georgia sighs. Rich men don't stick to one flower. Back at the hotel, the chairman asks what she found, but the assistant changes. She defends Georgia, says she's just a traveler enjoying life. He doesn't buy it. He can't stand someone stealing his spotlight. That night, a senator invites Georgia to dinner. The waiter tells her the chef has prepared a custom private menu just for her. Everyone else joins in, except one. The chairman sits alone, bitter, jealous, and ignored. He finally drags a chair over and tries to make small talk. But then Georgia says she's going wingsuit flying tomorrow. Everyone turns to her, amazed. Not to be outdone, the chairman challenges her to a jump-off. They both act tough, but once they're standing on the cliff, terror sets in. The coach counts down. Georgia jumps first. She has nothing to lose. She just wants to check off everything in her book of possibilities before death catches up. But the chairman, he has too much to live for, too much to lose. So he backs out, in front of everyone. Still fuming, he bribes Georgia's personal butler to uncover her past. Meanwhile, Georgia writes her will. If you're reading this, my illness has run its course. Please cremate me. I've spent my life in a box. I don't want to be buried in one. She wipes her tears and heads to the casino. She bets everything on one number, over and over again, and wins every time. The chairman, who mocked her for not knowing math, loses big and becomes the joke of the night, because when you stop fearing loss, you start gaining everything. Georgia walks away with $3 million. But back in her suite, the butler snoops through her luggage. She finds a work ID. Turns out, this mysterious billionaire is just a sales clerk. Excited to expose her, she also stumbles on the will. Guilt hits hard. When Georgia returns, the butler breaks down. She admits everything, but Georgia doesn't get mad. She's actually relieved. Finally, someone else knows the truth. She says, "Now I only have one dream left, to spend a moment with the man I love." That man, he's the last page in her book of possibilities, the one she's always admired from afar, but never dared to approach. But what they don't know is that they've already fallen for each other. Ever since Georgia disappeared, Sean has been chasing her across cities. At the same time, Georgia sets off again, but fate strikes. An avalanche separates them. She's forced to return to the hotel. Sean, on the other hand, keeps going, on foot, determined to find her. Meanwhile, with more guests trapped due to the avalanche, the hotel kitchen is overwhelmed. Georgia jumps in to help. She's back where she belongs, cooking with passion. She even helps prep the New Year's feast with the chef, but he looks troubled. The butler told him everything. Still, Georgia just says, "Let's focus on now." Soon, her warmth melts the chef's defenses. During the grand New Year's Eve party, as the crowd celebrates, the chairman plans to destroy everything. He walks in, furious. Georgia is a fraud. She earns just $30,000 a year. Everyone turns to her. He expects panic. He expects humiliation. But Georgia simply stands up and speaks the truth. She says she only came here to spend all her money before dying. She never meant to deceive anyone. Then she reveals her terminal illness and quietly apologizes for ruining the night. But instead of rejection, the crowd embraces her because they love Georgia, not for her wealth, but for who she is. The chairman miscalculated. For the first time, the king of business loses to a humble saleswoman. Devastated and ashamed, he climbs to the rooftop to end it all. Georgia follows. She tells him, "You have money and time. Why waste it? I'm the one dying, and I still crave more time." Her words strike deep. He steps back from the ledge. Suddenly, a voice calls from the plaza. It's Sean. Tears stream down Georgia's face. Sometimes, fate breaks you. Other times, it gives you everything you ever dreamed of. Just then, the butler rushes over with a fax. A final twist of fate. The hospital machine that diagnosed her, it was broken. Every patient got the same result. Georgia is not dying. She gets her life back, and the man she loves. Every dream from her book of possibilities comes true, and she ends up inspiring everyone around her. Later, back in her hometown, Georgia opens her dream restaurant. On opening day, the chef shows up. The senator and even the mayor arrive. And yes, her idol comes too. So what is the meaning of life? Some say it only becomes clear at the edge of death, but death gives us courage to speak out, to take risks, to be real.